Have you noticed how everyone keeps saying, become her? Become the successful woman, become the feminine woman, become the confident woman, become the disciplined woman. And why there's nothing wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that, right? But I think we've misunderstood what it actually means to become her. Because somewhere along the line, becoming her started feeling like a race. I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed it. Please, if you noticed it, tell me in the comment section, because I know I'm not the only one, right? A race to wake up at 5 a.m. A race to have the perfect skincare routine. A race to journal every day. A race to dress a certain way, to act a certain way, to sit a certain way. A race to heal quickly, to glow up overnight. And instead of becoming her, you become exhausted. Make it make sense. Anyways, I'm here to tell you that you don't need to become her. You need to build her. You build her through small choices, through ordinary mornings, through quiet consistency, through giving yourself permission to grow slowly. So if your self-improvement journey has started feeling like a full-time job, this conversation is for you. This one, is for you. So today I want to share 5 intentional shifts that will help you build her without sacrificing your peace in the process. But before we get right to the video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, don't want to subscribe, part of this amazing community. And also do not forget to turn on the post notifications so whenever I upload, you will get notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always sticking to the channel. You guys have my heart. You guys are the real MVP. So with that being said, let's just get right into the video. The first tip on my list is to stop treating your life like a makeover. One of the biggest mistakes we make is believing that our transformation needs to happen all at once. It needs to happen the same time. Everything needs to be the same time. Growing, glowing, healing, all these things need to happen all at once. I always say this, make it make sense. So we try to change everything, our routine, our wardrobe, our friendship, our mindset, our body, all at once, all in 1 week. And then we wonder why we're overwhelmed, why we're sad, why we're feeling the way we're feeling. Why? So think about building a house. No one expects walls, furniture, electricity, and even a roof on the same day, right? Everything is built stages by stages. So why do we expect ourselves to be different? Why? If you're trying to build a better woman, you're trying to build a well-intentional woman, then you need to give yourself permission to lay one brick at a time, because it's not going to come easy. It's one step at a time, baby step. That's what makes progress. My second point is to build from identity. And when I say identity, I mean identity in Christ. So build from identity in Christ, not from insecurity. Let me put it that way. I think that's the best way I can put it now. Build from identity in Christ, not from insecurity, because one of the biggest mistakes many of us make is to build from insecurity. A lot of us have baggage, we have worries, we have insecurities, and we start living our life from those insecurities rather than building our life in Christ, rather than following what God says is right for us. Many people begin changing because they secretly think they're not enough. They think, if I'm prettier, if I'm more disciplined, if I'm more successful, then maybe I will be worthy. Really? But shame is a terrible foundation to build on. I'm going to say it again. Shame is a terrible foundation to build on, honestly. As a follower of Christ myself, I'm going to say this. Our identity isn't something we have to earn, right? It's something we've been given. God has already given it to us. Even the Bible reminds us in 2 Corinthians 5:17 that if you are in Christ, you are a new creature. Old things have passed away. Everything old has passed away. So that means you're not building your life to become worthy of love. No, you're building from a place of already being loved by God. So instead of asking, what do I need to fix myself, what society is telling you to do, right? Trying to build your identity from what society says it is, start asking, who has God called me to become? When your identity is in Christ, discipline stops being about proving yourself. It becomes stewardship. You take care of your habits, your mind, your body, your soul, not because you're chasing validation, but because you're honoring the woman who God is shaping you into. That's the difference between building from insecurity and building from identity. My third point is to let consistency be louder than intensity. Burnout usually isn't caused by doing too much, right? It's caused by trying to do everything perfectly. You don't need the perfect mornings. You don't need the repeatable mornings. You don't need the perfect outfit. You don't need the perfect makeup to fit in. You also don't need motivation every day, honestly. You need a life you can actually sustain, because small steps always count. No matter how little, no matter how tiny that steps out, it always counts. It always adds to the progress. It always, it always gets you closer to your goals, to your potential, to who God is shaping you to be. The first point on my list is that rest is part of the construction process. Yes, imagine building a house without stopping to reinforce the process. Trust me, it's going to collapse, whether you like it or not. Your rest isn't proof that you're falling behind, isn't proof that you don't know what to do, isn't proof that you're lacking behind. Sometimes it's proof that you're protecting what you are building. You're protecting what you're building. You need to be sane. You need to be present. You need to do things. You need that rest to be able to put yourself together and come back even better. So the goal isn't to become productive at the expense of your well-being. No. The goal is to create a life that you can actually enjoy building. Yeah, it's not easy, but then you're enjoying the process. You love what you do regardless, but not at the expense of your well-being. The fifth point is to celebrate the woman that you're building. Yes, celebrate that woman. Celebrate the woman that you're building, that woman you're building, that version of you that you're building, you're nurturing. Celebrate her. Sometimes we're so focused on who we haven't become that we ignore who we have already become. Yes, because before you started from where you started from, this version of you wasn't available then, and now you're at this version, but then you've neglected this version, you've forgotten this version. You feel like you want to get to the next version of yourself, that you neglect this version of you that you've built. So growth isn't only measured by huge milestone. Let's stop doing that. I want you to remember this: a building isn't judged while it is under construction. Neither should you be. You don't have to rush your healing. You don't have to rush your success. You don't have to rush that online beauty that you see all the time. You don't have to rush your confidence as well. The woman you're dreaming of isn't waiting at the finish line. She's being built every single day by the choices you make today. So stop asking, how fast can I become her? Stop it. It is exhausting. And start asking, what can I build today? Because trust me, that question and you having the answer for it is going to transform your life. I'm very certain. So that's pretty much everything I want to share. If this video encouraged you, inspired you, please let me know in the comment section. Let me know your thought. Let me know what you think about it, right? And also do not forget to give this video a thumbs up as well, so it can reach as many people as possible. You can share to your friends as well, to your loved ones, to your colleague, to any woman who is also on her journey of becoming and building a better version of herself. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sticking to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. But until then, stay soft, stay rooted, and continue your awakening. See you in the next one. Bye.